Assalamu alaikum ninjas, welcome back. Peace. Muhammad with another unboxing and hands-on. This is the Umidigi A3 Pro. Yes, the Umidigi A3 Pro, you know that I unboxed the Umidigi A3, which is, I'll show you the price tags right now before the unboxing and the specs. So on GearBest, they're selling the Umidigi A3 Pro for $110. I don't know why GearBest raised the price so high. Ninjas, they've been selling it for $92, I think so. The other alternative for you is obviously the best thing is to go to the Banggood. They have flash sale promotion, $89.99, $90, bro. That's a super cheap price tag for this one. You can pre-order the Umidigi A3 Pro, that's why it's so cheap. And you also have the Umidigi A3, which is $75, ninjas. You can see by yourself, $76. So if you don't need a notch and if you don't need more RAM and storage, you could go with the Umidigi A3 because everything else is exactly the same. Remember that, ninjas. The Umidigi A3 series right now are probably the only best thing that you can get from China, because you can't get a Xiaomi with all these specs, unfortunately, ninjas. Remember that. So let's see here, what do we have on the back? I loved the Umidigi A3 Pro. Reckoned it, was surprised. Great product there, of course, with some bugs, flow softwares there, but everything was completely good for $77, bro. 6739 quad-core SoC clocked at 1.5. Yes, very old SoC, but for the price tag, you can't get Snapdragon 430 or 450, bro. Don't ask too much. Like I said here, it's impossible for now. Android 8.1 Oreo fresh out of the box, 3 plus 32 gigs of storage, dual nano SIM card and SD card, 3300 mAh battery, 3300 mAh battery, yes. So it does have a decent battery life. It's not a crap battery, which 2 years ago we had on almost on every second China phone. Every single of them had, not every secondary of them had a really bad battery life when they came out. 5.7-inch HD plus resolution screen, dual cameras on the back, one on the front, and this is also 4G LTE enabled smartphone, ninjas. So 4G LTE enabled, here we have it. I got different colors, so we're gonna see how the different colors look with the Umidigi A3. Let's see here, and yeah. So we have a micro USB cable and we have a charger, which is probably just a standard 5 volts. 5 volts. Yes, it is 5 volts, 1 ampere, ninjas. You can see by yourself. Anyway, let's leave that on the side. Some beautiful card, thanks from Umidigi, and some manuals probably with the SIM tray. Yeah, there you go, ninjas. Specific for the Umidigi. Nice presentation for the price. Really poshy, very poshy. And we also get the case, which I'm gonna again praise. This is the best case under $100, even under $150. Nobody so far provided such a beautiful and cool, unique case, bro. Check it out, bro. It's a really beautiful case. Very slim, but still will protect your smartphone. Since this smartphone comes with the glass, remember that. That's why this smartphone for me is the best buy right now. A3 and A3 Pro are the best buys, ninjas, under, let's say here, $90. Anyway, check it out. So this is the screen itself. Firstly, what we're gonna, let me just pull this thing off. Just a minute, let me pull it. There you go, ninjas. Check it out. Oh, beautiful color. I had to admit, this is a beautiful color. Sweet, man. So fingerprint scanner on the back, huge circle, flashlight, dual cameras, Umidigi logo. Glass, remember ninjas, this is glass with the, of course, metal frames, and this kind of, I think it's painted over it. Probably they use some cheap paint, which is again fine for $90. You can't expect to have a pure steel or something like that. Dual SIM acceptable. On the top we don't have anything. Oh, it seems that we don't have a noise cancellation microphone. Okay, again for the price, that's okay. Power and volume rocker. Yeah, volume rocker is a bit here, you can see by yourself loosey. The power button is firmly fixed. Yeah, I can feel that the power button is a little bit loosey. We'll see. Anyway, micro USB port on the bottom, microphone, 3.5mm headphone jack, and sound speaker. Beautiful, man. So regarding the basically here, this smartphone is slightly thicker. It's around 8.5mm thick, but again, that's completely fine for the glass design. Completely fine, bro. Like you see by yourself, this is the best looking device under 90 or under $100 that you can buy. Nothing can beat right now the Umidigi company regarding the design itself. 186 grams weighting, so 3,300 milliamp hour battery, glass on the front, glass on the back, and metal frames. That's of course, that's why. You have also the colors are just two for now, I think, on Banggood and GearBest, gold and gray. This one is gold. If we can call it gold, it's not like a pure gold, it's not that white, yellowish, but again, beautiful. It's like a cream gold, it's like a cream gold color, in my opinion, bro. Anyway, so let's continue now. Firstly, we're gonna go a little bit to the settings, just a minute. Just to show you, fresh out of the box, you have Android 8 Oreo, which is again good side. I don't think you're gonna I don't think they're gonna release Android 9 Pie for this one. I'm not sure, so I can't tell you, ninjas. We're gonna go to the system. We're gonna go above the phone. You can see by yourself Android 8.1.0. Android security patch is from October, and I did receive already 2 OTA updates. So good, man. I think they are fixing few minor bugs. They will try to fix in the future also more. I hope so. Here we go with the screen, ninjas. So again, for the price tag, this screen is really good here. Of course, like I said here, some of you don't prefer the notch. There is the Umidigi A3 version, which doesn't have the notch, so you can go with that smartphone, and it's also $14 cheaper. But for the price tag, and believe me or not, this right now is only on 15% of the brightness. This smartphone has a super bright screen. Check it out how bright the screen it is. So I don't recommend you using it at the maximum brightness, because probably it's gonna drain the battery a lot. The screen brightness, the screen itself, the LCD does drain the battery the most while you are using it. Beautiful. So it's a 5.5-inch diagonal LCD IPS screen here, HD plus resolution. Just a minute, why it's not? Just a minute. Oh, let's go with this sample here. Yeah, beautiful. And this is the maximum on YouTube that you can get, 720p 60 FPS, ninjas. Remember that. Okay, a little bit right now. Just a minute. Here we go. So since this is a 6739 MediaTek SoC, ninjas, remember that you will have to kind of wait a little bit, patient with the 60 FPS videos. You need to let it up, basically download the data itself. Then it's not gonna lag. It's gonna be very fluid, like you see by yourself. But don't expect to have really some amazing power there, because this is not a powerful SoC, ninjas. Remember that. So sometimes you will feel a lag with the 6739, but that's completely kind of you can find it in almost all 6739 smartphones, that you're gonna have this small struggling while it's downloading the data there. So far, I felt only one lag there. You can see by yourself. I only felt one lag. So medium density, the screen density is 293 ppi, HD plus resolution screen. So it is kind of a, it is a good screen, ninjas. It is a good screen. You get like a decent viewing angles here. The touch responsivity, we're gonna just check in the while. It's a 2.5D curved glass here, and again, everything is here on this video. If this is good enough for you, you could buy the smartphone. For me, it's a pass. The screen, it is one of the best things next to the design. On the second place comes the screen itself. Come on, ninjas, for $90, what do you want? For $90, bro, $90, 90. Anyway, let's go now and test here a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna put the brightness down. That's too much. Again, also, what I would mention, the downside here, that they should work a little bit on the OTA, because this is still bright for bedtime use, ninjas. They will have to lower the screen brightness down even more, or you could just use the third-party app. But again, why would I install another app just to modify the screen brightness to minimum? I don't like that. Anyway, let's go to Chrome. Okay. Oh, just a minute, Chrome, back to the Chrome, Umidigi site. And so let's check now the touch sensitivity on the edges here. The most important thing is to test always on the edge. Delete. Anyway, completely fine, just completely fine. Also, hectic vibration there is kind of a medium strength. If you have it in the pocket and on vibration only, you will feel the vibration itself, ninjas. So again, very satisfied with the screen here. There's no touch issues at all. No touch issues at all, ninjas. Responsive. It is a responsive screen. Anyway, let's continue next now. And just for the end to show you a little bit here, the split screen feature. Yes, maybe MediaTek 6739 it's not that super powerful to handle 60 FPS split screen and the second app there. So you will have to maybe use without the 60 FPS. This is what I noticed, ninjas. But again, you won't have constantly lagging there with the video on the 60 FPS on the split screen. Again, this is not like it's like a nitpicking. It's not like all of you will kind of watch 60 FPS in the split screen option, ninjas. Probably you're gonna just put some, I don't know, some audio or some song or something like that. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, let's go to my YouTube there. Can find it and then delete that. Boom. See, this is right now on my channel, I think so. Yeah, we are. And we can browse over here. So you feel the struggle, ninjas. The struggle is there, the lag is there. But again, it's 6739 SoC. It's not a Helio P20, P25, or I don't know, Helio P60 or Snapdragon 450. You will feel lags in the split screen feature, and like I said here, you will feel it with every single smartphone with this SoC. Again, maybe it is a downside for people who are productive, so just spend more money and buy a Snapdragon SoC, ninjas. It's simple like that. So it's time for the benchmarks. Obviously, of course, the performance, the hardware itself, which I already mentioned, MediaTek 6739. Scores around 43,000 points here with, of course, the latest Antutu version here. It's ARM Cortex A53 quad-core SoC clocked at 1.5 and it's a 64-bit system. The Geekbench 4 here, I have to say that I'm kind of surprised that it has this kind of it's a good score, man. This is a good score. It is a good score. It will handle, this smartphone will handle 5-7 apps in the background. In the RAM management, it is great, but you will feel stutterings, basically the lags while you're reopening the apps if you have all those apps open in the background, so because it's a heavy task. It has a PowerVR G8100 as a GPU, 3 gigs of RAM, LPDDR3 and 32 gigs of storage, plus you do have the eMMC 5.1 type of the storage, but you also have the SD card support. You can also see here that I did receive 2 OTAs already, and check it out, after the OTA I got even better scoring, just so it seems that it's getting better and better. Touch is 5 touch capacitive screen. I don't know why I didn't took, but trust me, it is a 5 touch capacitive screen. You don't get 10 touches. And this is the latest OTA which I got and updated. You can see myself, release date was just 2 days ago. Very quick, man, very quick. Anyway, regarding the sensors, we're gonna go now and show you the sensors if you're interested. Okay, here we go. Accelerometer, magnetic sensor, gyroscope. Oh, come on, even gyroscope. That's crazy, man. Gyroscope here included with the Umidigi A3 Pro. I can't believe this thing, man. Well, that's crazy. I will have to test it in the VR. I will have to do that. But so far, it does. This app does recognize it. You can see by itself the graph down there. I'm shocked, bro. The light sensor, that's completely fine. Proximity sensor also works. And gravity sensor also, yeah, gravity sensor also included. But gyroscope, whoa, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Let's go to device information. And we're gonna go to sensors. Also here, the device information is also having the gyroscope. Please install application for working this menu. Man, that's very impressive. Impressing. Ninjas, I just installed some VR app, and trust me, the gyroscope works. Oh, that's crazy, bro. Looking up, looking down. That's crazy, bro. I hope you can see it. Looking left, looking right. It works, ninjas. It works. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Honestly, I didn't know that they're gonna include gyroscope also for this price tag. So I think this is one of the rarest smartphones that has a gyroscope, bro. For just a minute and exit that. You can see by yourself. This is what I've been saying. This is gonna be a small downside for people who maybe had a better SoC in the past and they want to go with this smartphone. This smartphone is only for people who already kind of had an old SoC, ninjas. I wouldn't recommend for people who had a better SoC. I don't know, in the past, their older smartphones had a better kind of more power, because you're gonna feel even more the lag. But people who already had maybe these old SoCs, they won't struggle that much and they won't notice, in my opinion. Just remember that. If you open maybe 1 or 2 apps, then you won't struggle. But if you open 5-6 apps, because this kind of has a great RAM management and keeps all apps open in the background, like I said here, 5-7 apps, then that it consumes the most of the RAM, and then it will slow down. It will slow down. Just makes sense. Remember that. Okay, and before we finish regarding the performance and everything, more details about the smartphone itself. So this is 4G LTE enabled, and oh boy, you have a lot of bands supported. B1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 12, 13, 17, 19, 20, 38, 40, 41. So a lot of 4G LTE bands included, supported. It is usable in all of the world, ninjas, in all of the world. 3G networks, B1, 2, 5, 8, and 10. Dual SIM acceptable. Both of them are nano. Remember that. Both of them are nano SIM cards. Let's go to the system there. You can see by yourself. Anyway, it's a dual band Wi-Fi supported, Bluetooth 4.0, AGPS, GLONASS GPS. Also, it does have a VoLTE supported, tethering supported, and OTA supported. Plus, the radio FM is included. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Umidigi. Okay, Ninja, so it's time for the audio side. Yes, the audio review is one of my favorite things to do with the smartphones. I know gaming and camera, and also, but also the audio side. Let's go with the max volume YouTube.
This is my kingdom come. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide.
Oh, not bad.
My demons hide. Don't get too close. It's dark inside. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Turns gold is the last of all. When the lights fade out, all the sinners grow. So they die. She told me, son, I think you're losing your way. The road you're going down, this isn't right. Cause some people you find can take over your.
Not bad, Ninjas. I'm giving it 7.5 score. For $90, this is a decent sound speaker. So again, many Chinese smartphones will give you kind of a poor quality. This one has a decent one. Impressive, Umidigi. Thank you, man. Anyway, let's go with the headphones also, yeah? Okay, testing the headphones. Regular. They're average like with the rest of the smartphones, have to admit. So I'm giving it 7 score also for the headphones, Ninjas. Yeah, I will enjoy more with the sound speaker itself. Enjoy more with the sound speaker itself there. Anyway, let's go next again. Yes, FM radio works. It's there, Ninjas. It's there and works completely fine. There you go. You can see by yourself. Looking for new stations. Boom. Okay, so let's test there the microphone quality.
1 2 1 2. This is the microphone check. Umidigi A3 Pro. My mouth is 40 centimeters away. 1 2 1 2. Right now, my mouth is few centimeters away, Ninjas.
Oh, I put it down. What the heck?
Umidigi A3 Pro.
Not bad, Ninjas. I'm giving it 7 again. Average quality there. There is a little bit of the noise in the background because there's no noise cancellation microphone with this one, since it is a cheap smartphone, so that's probably another additional cost. That's why they didn't include it. Again, completely okay. There's no downside regarding the audio side of the Umidigi A3 Pro. There's no downside. Basically, there's no cons. There's no big problems, Ninjas. Just an average or even above the average sound volume, sound quality. And of course, a lot of you, what you love about the smartphone, it is also the camera, to show you the camera samples. So dual cameras on the back here. The secondary one is kind of to make that blur effect. Gimmicky thing, I would say. It's not even close to the AI portrait mode with the Xiaomi smartphones, around $100, $110. So Chinese companies, and I think that these SoCs, they can't even handle the real proper, basically proper portrait mode. Anyway, 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel back camera, OmniVision sensor, Ninjas, aperture of f2.0. Pixel size is 1.250 micrometer. And remember that we have a dual flashlight on the back. There is no, remember that there is no optical image stabilization. That's just stupid to even say there. Who would expect to have OIS for this price tag? But since it does have a gyroscope, there is an electronic image stabilization. Yes, there is electronic image stabilization, and you can judge by yourself the video samples if they are good enough for you, and also the pictures. But please make sure to remember that to check my special camera review of the smartphone, because there you can find more details, more samples, and you can judge, of course, more in-depth. Regarding the front selfie camera, it's an Omnivision sensor again, 8 megapixel with the aperture of f2.0. So I think that you're gonna get decent pictures with the back camera and with the front camera.
Okay, this is the EIS test. Enabled it. So since this smartphone has the gyroscope, probably the stability will be better. Okay ninjas, this is the front selfie camera, Umidigi A3 Pro, you judge by yourself. And I think that Umidigi, as like some other Chinese brands, are focusing right now on selfie cameras, and in 2019, 2020 you will see that more smartphones will come with a better selfie camera there rather than the back camera, obviously. Anyway, selfie lovers, this is for you.
Okay ninja, so regarding the battery life, so this is a 6739, of course MediaTek processor. It has a 3300 mAh battery, LEAP polymer, and it's not removable. The smartphone itself doesn't support quick charge, just have that in mind. And also in the box you do get just a regular charger. Anyway, regarding the screen on time, for the average use you could get ninjas 5 to 6 hours screen on time. For playing games, 3.5 hours. So again, this is completely fine. Completely fine here, and the battery is not in the downside. Again, you are sacrificing the power ninjas. You remember that you are sacrificing the power. You could get example Lico smartphone, which is it is a very old smartphone here and doesn't have this kind of a unique design. But it does have a Snapdragon 652 SoC or maybe Helio X20. Right now Banggood is selling them and Gearbest are selling them for $95. If you need power and you are willing to sacrifice the battery, you should maybe go with the Lico smartphones. But if you need battery life here and you are not that into the power, then this SoC will give you that, since it is a kind of I can't say powerless SoC, but it doesn't use the full power of the SoC itself. It doesn't have some kind of a B specs there. Then the battery, it's just logically that it's not gonna drain the battery that fast. So 5 to 6 hours screen on time, it's a good result. Remember that it's a good result. This is for the screen on time. For the full day, you will survive full day just with the average use without playing games. Remember that without playing PUBG or I don't know, Rules of Survival, you could maybe play a little bit of the Candy Crush or Subway Surfers just for a little bit there, but don't expect to have a full day use if you're gonna play those heavy games for I don't know, maybe an hour or two. You won't get that. Impossible. Anyway, this is it ninjas. Let's go next here. Let's test the Face ID and fingerprint sensor. Of course, the smartphone also offers Face ID. Woohoo! Regular 2D scan Face ID. Don't expect 3D for $90. Come on, ninjas. Anyway, let's begin with the fingerprint sensor. Okay, ninja. So I think you get the point here. It needs around second and a half to unlock it. It does recognize my finger because I could feel the vibration, but the screen wake up time, it is slow ninjas. It is slow. Like I said here, this SoC is not that powerful, but I think they could improve slightly a little bit there in the future with the OTA update. The fingerprint scanner, it is reliable, it is fast. Just the screen wake up time, like with most of the Umidigi smartphones, they need to work. It seems that they are not investing that much of time in the software optimization regarding the screen wake up time, whether it be the Face ID or fingerprint scanner. But let's wait for the Face ID. Let's set up the Face ID and test it also. Okay, so I just enrolled my face. Let's begin. Okay, not bad, bro. I think you should better go with the Face ID. It seems that it's slightly, or maybe even the same as fingerprint scanner, but it is kind of same speed in my opinion, ninjas. I think it's the same speed. Not bad here. Not bad. This should probably maybe it's gonna even be faster in the future, inshallah, with the OTA updates. We'll see. But this is it regarding the Face ID and Face ID and the fingerprint sensor on the back. Umidigi A3 Pro. Again, I see myself. I lowered the graphics a little bit more, and right now it's very playable, bro. It's very playable. So it seemed that it had kind of a maybe bug with the radio station or so with the car. Well, I don't know how can I explain even that bug.
What you want, fool? We are just as hard as rappers.
Oh,
Man.
yeah, this is much better with these settings.
Male face! It made me play shirts and skins. I was skins. Like,
To the middle. Here's Roberson. Comes up empty down low. Down low. He lost
Ooh! Oh, what a great score, man. Great pointer. Have you ever wondered where to buy smartphones from? Chicka chicka ching 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 China. That is the gearbest.com and banggood.com, the most reliable two sites for online buying. Use my promo links below in the description to purchase anything ninjas. That's the best way to support me. Let's go!